Morning watchers, Scott at SE Landscaping, and it is back to the tree reduction job we did on the mound and the removal of stumps job today for the final day. So we shall get a bit of footage. Stay tuned. Morning watchers, Scott at SE Landscaping. Another Saturday morning at work, and spin you around. We're back at the tree removal job from a few months ago. Plan is today is to fix the fence. Rotivated that last week, so that's just a prep for grass seed, and that area will then blend in with the main football. That area is also being rotivated, and that is for wildflower, so the finish doesn't have to be as good on that side. I've left that little bit of strimming there, and basically why I've left that area there and right round is to try and deter people from walking on it while we've been doing the job. If we've left it there, it's a bit of a sort of gap to people to stop walking through. So once it's all levelled and stuff today, we'll trim it down, and then it'll be on to regular maintenance for it. So like I say, van full of fencing gear and a little grillo, because we're going to do some public footpaths later, and that is the plan of action. So fence finished, bottom seeded. A little bit of rubbish to take away by the team on Monday. Mound roughly levelled. Like I say, this is wildflower seed, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And the grass seeded area there just to tie in with the football pitch. So that job's dragged on, and it's more dragged on because the season's been shocking for a start, so putting grass seed and things down hasn't been the best. It's still been cold and it's been very wet, so it's been tricky to get sort of rotivating done and things, but the weather's improving now, so I've got so much money tied up in lots of jobs because I've just billed once these jobs are finished, although a lot of them's worth a good few grand. I tend just to bill once. It's easier for admin for them, it's easier for admin for me. So as you saw there, fencing finished, 13 metres of fencing, levelled that area and duck walked it in. Yes, I bought a £5 roller a few weeks ago, but I couldn't get in the van today, so the old fashioned duck walk, and that got it firmed up. And then just round the edge, like I say, where I've left all that wild stuff, I've just left that to just try and keep people off it, and then once the seed takes, I'll trim that down and we'll start cutting it regular. Same on the mound, wildflower seed, 4 kilos of wildflower shot on there. Just need a bit of rain now to work that in, and that should look good in 2 months' time. And like I say, apart from the rubbish to pick up by my team with a tipper on Monday, job completed and another one ticked off. So at the end of the month, that will be, I only invoice now at the end of the month. I don't invoice like I used to do weekly and daily and stuff. In the early days of business, you should be invoicing as much as you can. I don't need to do that anymore because, like I say, my business always has cash in the bank, so it's you're not living hand to mouth, which I have done. I know what it's like. So there's nothing wrong with billing as soon as you finish jobs, but I don't need to do it now, and it cuts down on my work, so at the end every month I'll bill. So that's where we are. Another job ticked off. I'm just off to do some public footpaths now with the Grillo, just while it's fine, because next week I'm away for a few days in London, so I'm just trying to get ahead of the game. And then 3 o'clock this afternoon I'm off to a medieval fair where they do a reenactment of this medieval fight on a village green, and there's shows and there's lots of organisations there doing things. There's stalls, people selling things, tombola and stuff like that, and my task is to clean the area up. So what we do is we get a skip delivered because it's the easiest way. The client pays for that, the community association who organise this event, and all I do is walk around with a litter bag and pick up 30-40 bags of litter, empty a few bins, keep going back to the skip, empty it out and get paid at the end of the day. So it's one of those. So it's not a bad little touch. Usually 3 o'clock till about 5:30, and that will fill my Saturday. So a bit of a 12-hour shift today, rest day tomorrow. I've had a bit of a cold this week, so it's been a struggle, but we've battled on, coming out the end of it now, hopefully. So that is the plan today. Finish that all off, rest day tomorrow, a couple of days next week, then off to London. So we'll get some footage while we're down there. It should be a good event. It is difficult to get footage at some of the exhibits. Lost for words. It is difficult to get some footage of some of the exhibits because they're 5 or 6 people deep. But like I say, we'll do the best we can. And then we've got a trip to Kew, and we've got a trip to the Royal Parks, and I think I mentioned on a previous video a couple of mystery guests who will be dropping by. So that should be fun. So I shall call it a day here. I'm just about 5 minutes away. That's the other good thing with raking all my work in local, keeping it all local. I've left that job, and in 5 minutes time I'll be ready to cut a public footpath, so 8 or 9 minutes away. And then the next job is same again, it's 5 minutes down the road, and then it's on to the fair. So everything's local, everything's 5 minutes. There's very little travel time, which when you're travelling you're not making money. So in the early days I would go here for half an hour, drive half an hour, do half an hour's work. Now I've got it all streamlined where I have a day where I travel quite a lot in one day, but I do it all in one day, and I go early to avoid traffic. But apart from that, everything else is in my local area. And what it means is, imagine if you live in London, you probably have traffic accidents and traffic jams every day, and you probably lose 2 hours a day. Everything's local, so there's very little chance of you getting stuck in traffic or anything. So it's a bit of a winner there. So business is all about once you get the grasp of it. In the early days it's difficult, you're always learning, but business is all about learning how to streamline things, how to streamline travel, how to make money and everything like that. And it all comes with practice, and it all comes with making mistakes, and that's over the years. I've made many myself, but this is where we are now, and things are going quite well. And it's just a matter of keeping plodding on for the season now, because it's the weather's getting good. The grass isn't stopping growing, but it's a matter of just plodding on and keeping the cash coming in. So thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.